Super Robot Wars K is because it has Gun X Sword and Fafnir. Two series I actually really like. Gun X Sword is gonna premiere in C, of course, so that's the main reason we're going through this. Also, K has a full story translation thanks to GameFAQ's little guide, which is what I'll be using to get the story out of it. Similar to what I did with Compact 3. One of my goals is definitely to record, at least have one playthrough of the 3 original DS Super Robot Wars on my channel before I go for UX. Regardless, this game is weird with its partner system, and that you rely upon parts and stuff for the abilities rather than actual pilot points. Also, it just has a random Messenger Z, like, not even plot or anything, just Messenger Z. Regardless, this one had a good cast list, including having Zoids. It's just the non-original soundtracks, and unfortunately, the original characters themselves are kind of horrible. This game even stole some soundtracks, actually. If I remember correctly, it stole one from Rufia 2, and it stole one from Chrono Trigger, if I remember correctly. Regardless, let's do this. Hold up, I'm gonna rename him real quick. It's Mist. Yeah, Mist, he's not really that good of a protagonist. That's all I can say about him. I swear, the regular looks like it has like a scorpion face. Ugh. I probably should have. Alright. One of the main differences I forgot about the early Super Robot Wars games, it has a little system. It shows you. You can easily look at this as like a sneak peek of what's favorite, or what series are in the game. That's the easy way to explain this. For instance, it's got King Gainer, Fafnir, Kotetsu Shinji, Guy King, Dangayo, Gardner. Of course, Gun X Sword is an instant favorite, and Fafnir. But yeah, the early Super Robot Wars, well, I remember correctly, the 3 DS Super Robot Wars had this with them. No, L didn't have it. Double and K had this, as well as J. Where you select 3 and they get better stuff for upgrades. I'm trying to think what the third one should be, because I don't care for Gundam Seed. King Gainer is good. I'm not going to be using Virtual on as much. Zoids has its potential, but I'm not going to use it. I love you, Messenger and all, but it's only one unit. So I'm gonna probably give it to Kotetsu Shinji. Nah, King Gainer. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot everything. The dialogue's in the bottom screen in these games. Regardless, so apparently he wakes up and what's it called? Oh yeah. One very confused Miss wakes up in the hospital and he wonders if he's missed anything so far. But of course the game's only been, yeah, we only just started the game, so we don't need to know what's happening. Regardless, there's Rin, and she's explaining everything. So apparently, and it's kind of funny, Mist apparently collapsed from not eating for 3 days. That's the main thing. So yeah. And now they're in Danner Base. Oh yeah, this is Hashimoto, so I'm not even paying attention anymore. But yeah, now he's gonna get a job at the base as, well, a janitor. But yeah, the Danner Base is basically the police and the fire department. It's like a cross of that. They don't get... Yeah, they're all about the nomadic beasts and killing nomadic beasts. That's what the Danner base is about. Okay, can't really remember why he collapsed by the side of the road or anything. He's heading back to the school. And then... yeah, he's heading back to school. So apparently, Miss can't really remember why he collapsed alongside the road, though it may have something to do with not having to eat for 3 days, of course. And he has no wallet, so... now... yeah, he remembers everything, it's just he's gonna feign amnesia. He says his name even though he has amnesia. Regardless, he somehow gets a job with the database as a janitor, basically doing anything. Ugh. Oh yeah, Anna's mom. Dang, I really need to rewatch Godman. I haven't watched it in like, wow, since like 2011? Regardless, so yeah, he's now getting a job with them. She highly doubts his story as well. Okay. Apparently it was a time roughly 100 years into the future, shortly after the inauguration of the stellar calendar. Mankind is just awakening from its old cultures, having progressed to building metropolises in space. Optimism about Earth's future was universal. It was at the moment that the Earth was plunged into the depths of a lengthy war. Mankind has already faced the onslaught of Empress Himika's great Jama Empire some 50 years ago. That's G's events. These creatures, foretold by Professor Aoi Tetsuya, were accompanied by rash disappearances and abductions, more than enough to distill fear and trust in unknown to mankind. And then apparently this is around the time when the coordinators and stuff and naturals happened, and their differences grew too much. Regardless, the Great Jama Empire's advance was halted that half-century by mysterious barriers called zones, which trapped the Jama of Kyushu. On Kyushu, the Mega Beasts also disappeared at the climax of the 5-year war of the Titans. With these menaces past the Earth, cities rebuilt, everyone assumed peace had returned to the world. Yet in the shadow between naturals and coordinators, they got battered to warfare, and of course Earth Federation Army is after now fighting. They apparently fought by the evil Dr. Hell's machinations toward world domination. It took 2 years and the death of its ringleaders on all sides to quell the fightings. Half a year has passed since... yeah, I know, on that screen, I'm just reading right now. But yeah, half a year has passed since peace returned, and the scars of war are still fresh upon mankind. The people are doing their utmost to hang on to their peace, so hard-won, and spending their days quietly. It is stellar calendar year 105, and no one has realized that a new terror is approaching head-on. And now it's starting, the game. Apparently it's a 2-month time skip since Myth got rescued. Regardless, he's been following whatever Kiriko's been saying. Yeah, Myth has at least been doing better now. He apparently specializes in hauling stuff, so he really is a janitor. Now if only he would just call it the correct stuff. So he's getting yelled at, the usual stuff. Okay, so apparently Miss is supposed to go. Miss is about to get a new job and going to get the pearl necklace. And then, yeah. That's Sayaka. Regardless, apparently, of course, Kiriko's daughter is getting married. But yeah, apparently, this is Sayaka. Remember, this game takes place after Mezinger Z's events. So of course they're badgering Anna on why she doesn't just get married to Koji. which if Messinger's the Infinity is a thing that people consider, they kind of do get married at least. Regardless, there's some through Shinobu, which is about to appear. Right there. And he's dazzled by her wedding dress. Huh. And of course Kiko kicks him out. And now Mrs. here, the inner monologue, he's not more inclined to be with plans of his own. Ugh. Yeah, it's been 2 months since he's done this stuff, and apparently he's finally meeting Koji. Time being, he's got a wedding to navigate on the way to go. Dr. Koji spies him wandering around, calls him out of the line of fire, direction to the bread. Okay, so yeah, he just directed him to where to go. So apparently, oh yeah, sorry, she's still in school, so she's a part of the robot club, and she's been a pilot. Her dreams come true, basically. And then Mist, of course, comes in finally. So yeah, good thing it was in a cage, because apparently his hands are all dirty, which you never touch jewelry with a dirty hand. Regardless, she still thanks him. Yeah, and then Mrs. is surprised that he's getting married. Not that she's getting married at a high school age. And of course she's getting married to a 29-year-old salary man. So yeah, apparently he doesn't know anything about this planet, which you make you think actually. The 2 months he spent in the planet, you'd think he'd start doing research on the planet's wars and everything to better know the planet, but he apparently didn't. Regardless, now it's time for the wedding. But, yeah. Cosmo Base is still letting us know that 12 mech beasts are on their way to kind of, ruin things. Regardless, the G-Gunner is going right there. So yeah, the Koji from Godner is gonna do it. He looks cool. Godner has amazing character designs. Now he finally started. Of course, here is Boss. Apparently, Boss did not get invited to the wedding. So yeah, I must have been a poster. His teensy little brain has concocted a brilliant plan to win Anna's favor. Crash her wedding in his Borod. Ha. That is actually kind of smart because Anna loves robots. So that is smart, but no offense. You're not gonna go with a fat boy over a 29-year-old salary man, so he's gonna lose. Regardless, there's a mech beast that's about to appear. And here's the G-Gunner. Oh snap, sorry. I love how Boss Battle's always so cartoony. Dang, that mag beast is tearing him up. Well, that's game. That was game completely. Regardless, they're supposed to apparently be that many mech beasts, 12, so... Oh, it attacked. It attacked us. Barely took any damage at the least. Regardless, G-Gunner took some hits. I'm gonna have to modify that. Okay, let's attack it. The good thing about G Gunner is it's, once again, well, let's show some stats real quick. It's a pretty good unit, actually. Well, not really, but it's all we got. So it's got some good attacks at least. Most of them are just long ranged. There we go. Dang, we got hit. Regardless, yeah. We're gonna have to. Dang, the amount of health that thing has. Ouch. At least we level up. Apparently they're supposed to silence their cell phones in church. So apparently Miss Guy roped into the wedding, and he doesn't provide a good point, but this is anime, so you never know. He says if it's a jailable offense to hook up with a high schooler when you're 29. Koji meanwhile says that he himself hasn't even, gotten with anybody, which is kind of sad considering Sayaka and all. Regardless, they get even though cell phones are supposed to be silenced, the course coded and silenced it, so now it's about time to go and fight. One of the downsides of being a robot pilot is that, once again, you gotta fight at any time. So of course, they have to go and fight. So yeah. So now Mrs. got the rest of the day off at least. Let's run away. Because I forgot, that's one of the main things about this game. As you may notice, almost everything, unlike with, let's use a previous example of the channel, Compact 3, where you can just go through the game. This game, as you noticed, almost everything itself in its own right has like terrain bonuses and everything. The easiest way I can explain this is it's like a Fire Emblem title or something. Regardless, yeah. And unfortunately, it's we can't do anything. The G-Gunner's too damaged. Ouch. Yeah, G-Gunner's useless now. And here he comes, finally. Since Shizuru's about to die right there. Regardless, yeah. Apparently she's gonna leave with Koji, and now we're gonna have to use it with Gardner. Gardner's interesting in that it's full-on close combat. Oh, it missed. No snap, we're about to combine. No, we can't combine yet. And the downside of this game is even if two units are next to each other, they can't do the, what's called, they cannot become a pair. I think that was like one of the main killing points of, what's it called? Of K. Dang! I took out half his health. Here comes Koji finally to take them out. Yeah. So yeah, at the least Go isn't really rusty, and of course, Koji believes Mazinger Z is like the most unstoppable thing. The downside to this one is, this is a Mazinger Z whose sprites you're never gonna see again. This is the only appearance of this variation of, or this looking Mazinger Z. You know how like, Banpresto reuses sprites all the time. Sprites, models, engines, everything. K is unique in that most of its stuff isn't really reused anymore. Like, once again, this variation of Mazinger Z, they don't even use it. They go straight back to, what's it called? They go straight back to doubles variation of Mazinger Z in L. And then UX uses Mazinger Kaiser, SKL, and BX uses SKL and Shin Mazinger, so new animations. Regardless, nothing can defeat Mazinger Z. Look at the punch! The good thing about the Neo Kaiser is that it's got a shield. You'll see. Let's see if she activates it real quick. Nah, she didn't activate it. Nice. We should be able to take out that Mimetic Beast next turn. Yeah, we'll be able to take it out next turn. Huh? Why can't... Hold on. Oh, it ran out of its attacks. That's why, as you notice, that's weird. That's a weird, mechanic. Oh well. We'll finish it off with Breastfire. Oh wow, Breastfire couldn't even finish it off. Still can't help that Gardner's mechs. I just love that they're so womanly. But yeah, I honestly don't like this game, but got next sword. Oh yeah. We'll be able to probably finish them all off next turn. Yeah, because now Go has enough. He has 117 morale, so it should be able to kill them all. What? So apparently, Mist is about to appear. He doesn't want to see any of his, he doesn't want to see a repeat of what happened in his old world, so he's rushing straight to, well, his mech. Yep, system all green, and yeah, so he's going. What I'm wondering is, well, how did he manage to hide it in the forest? Like, if we look at a different series that use an example of camouflage, would be Full Metal Panic. For instance, even though the M9 can use camouflage, dogs could sense it and other things could sense it. Even Garen knew where it was at. He stuck gum to the thing. Oh well. The mech does look cool, the character is just a jerk. And he destroys all three of those. So now they're getting ready to fight and they'll reveal everything at the end. Let's see how good this does. Burst missiles. Might as well at least see it be used once, right? The Messinger's infamous attack, the breast fire. Sweet, and it melted as well. It's got that dynamic kill animation. But yeah, as you notice, for instance, the debris and flooded cities can be used for ground units. That's because, once again, this game, one of the main gimmicks of this game was the fact that you had to rely upon such gimmicks in order to actually do some good. Ha. Yeah, I don't really care from this, so let's just finish this mission. I remember, ironically, the first time I played this game was in high school. When it first came out, around that time I played it with an R4. Because I learned more about piracy at the time. It's actually rather interesting. Because, yeah, it was actually around the time near my graduation is when I was playing it. That is a beautiful attack, though. It came back to attack him. Alright, so now it's finally time for God and Earth to combine. So finally. Dang. Firing. And done. I like the flame effect right there. That was pretty nice. And then his own variation of a rider kick. Or more likely Nazuma kick. Now I'm a Kamen Rider fan more than anything, so I'm going with the rider kick. Regardless, they were all destroyed. And now Miss has some explaining to do. Of course, Dai is there and he's surprised about the whole armored monster. And Dai is Guy King's hero. Well, Legend of Daikamaru at the least. Regardless, they're questioning why what's called Mist knows the robot and everything. Ugh. Luckily it's all over, and apparently they're wondering like the age gap between Anna and of course Go, which is 12 years surprisingly. Regardless, Mist says he has his reasons for keeping his identity secret, and he's got his work cut out for him for keeping it hidden basically, because he's gonna be screwed over. Janitor with a robot? Oh yeah. And now they're all wondering, is like, why did you want to marry a lady that's younger than you? It's like pedophilia or something is what you consider it, but you never know, honestly. And now the G-Gunner can at the least be repaired, so he's good. But yeah, apparently the Core Gunner and the G-Gunner are going to be made separate, so you know, they get to pilot their own mechs basically. Aw, Koji likes her. Too bad she likes Go, so too bad. So yeah, they're good to go. Apparently, yeah, he's flirting with her. That's funny. At least, apparently she's very kind to Mist in that she doesn't try and push him fully to reveal anything. That's good, but now he'll be on Lackey. He's going to be a pilot for the Danner base, and he's still going to be a Lackey. So, of course, Alright, this is where Kiriko gets to summon to the, what's called, to the medical room because of the people that just got out of the Club Mariner. Yeah, at least Mira and Max are apparently they're the people that were inside of the Club Mariner, and apparently they're doing good. So that's good to hear. And then they're wondering how they got from... Actually, it's a good question, though. How did they get from the cockpit of Go Okusar to the cockpit of the Club Mariner sometime in the past 5 years? How did they even survive past those 5 years? So they're gonna have to wait until they get answers. But of course, they unfortunately had to they had to keep this secret from Go that his comrades are alive. So yeah. Aww, she's a mother. Well, that makes sense. She is a mother, but yeah, she's doing all the secret keeping for Anna, which makes sense. Regardless, yeah. I'm gonna do some Super Raw Warriors K for a bit. It's gonna be a bit longer because I'm going through a guide as well for the reading. But yeah, thank you all for watching so far. Till the next part, goodbye. And right here.